Hey everyone, Catch 'em All Collectibles here. Today I wanted to show you a video about running promotions and sending offers to interested buyers on your items on eBay. So where I'm at right now, I haven't listed any new items on my eBay in a few months, so my inventory's been up there a while. I've got a list right here next to me. I recently received a 400 card CGC return, a 200 card CGC return. I paid up charges on a 400 card PSA return. And then I have some of the first viewer collection buys I've made, which will create some listings. I've got a lot more stuff on the way. So times like this where I've got a lot of inventory that's a bit stale, I guess it's been there a while. And right before I'm about to list, actually over 1,000 new items, I tend to like to do a little bit of a cleanup before I do that. So right now you'll see that I have 407 items listed. If we scroll this first page, it just conveniently with 200 items on the first page, it actually ends at $99.99. So I'm going to do a sale kind of in two phases. One, I'm going to send offers. So if you're in your active listings here, and you use the quick filter. So I guess I actually have I have 509 total listings. And if I click this filter though, send offers eligible, these are the items that have a viewer watchers or they have people sent messages on them. So I guess kind of a tip, this video is primarily going to be tips to sellers for kind of clearing out some old inventory. But on the other hand, it also kind of serves as a tip to a buyer. If anyone was interested in any of these items, but maybe the price wasn't exactly where they were happy buying it, it would have served them well to watch the item, add it to their watch list, because when I go through what I'm going to do here, it's going to send an offer out to every watcher on each one of these listings. So yeah, again, you go to your active listings, you go to send offers eligible, and I have it sorted by price because all the items below $100, I'm going to send a 25% discount directly to all the interested potential buyers. And everything over $100, I'm going to manually create a promotion that discounts those 10%. Because especially some of the really high-end stuff, I don't want to do a $2,500 discount on a $10,000 item. So yeah, you highlight 200 selected, send offers. And then from there, I'm going to do 25% off. Flash sale, clearing out inventory before 1,000 new listings. So 25% off. I'm not going to allow counter offers. If they want to buy it for 25% off, they can buy it. Whatever doesn't get bought, I'm just going to continue to have. I don't mind having the inventory. So you can see here, a $26 item becomes $19.49. And then obviously a $100 item would become $75 and everywhere in between. So I might do a follow-up on this video if anyone's interested, just to see how many sales this stimulated. My sales the past week or two have really kind of trickled down to where some days I haven't even made single sales, and they're spotty in general, but lately it's really slowed down a lot. So kind of shipping out a bunch of these and then refreshing it with 1,000 new items, I think will do good for the store. I'm kind of using this, as I mentioned, to clear out old inventory, make room for new. But you can also use this as a good strategy. Say you made a big purchase and you need to free up capital. Instead of sending things for auction, this is a great way to just stimulate some new sales. So we've now sent offers. Perhaps while we're doing the markdown portion of this, we'll start to see some sales come through. Hopefully not, because then if usernames pop up, I'll have to figure out how to censor those out. But so yeah, there's our first portion. That's how you send offers. It says 197 listings worked, but 3 didn't. I don't know what or why, but whatever. Now I'm going to tab over. So creating a coupon is something that I haven't done yet, and I need to look into potentially doing that in the future, maybe a special YouTube exclusive coupon or something. But what I've done in the past is creating a markdown sale. So when you're on eBay, it's in this marketing tab. I think this is something that will only be for stores. So if you're like a basic eBay seller, you probably won't have this feature. That's where having a store provides that functionality. So yeah, markdown sale. You'll see this video probably a week after I've recorded it. But yeah, it's the 8th right now. I'll probably just run this. So yeah, I'll probably just run this for like through Sunday maybe, because next week will be when I'm starting to do those 1,000 new listings. So I'm going to create it using categories. You can also manually select, like say you wanted to discount all your grand parties or all your Masaki promos or something like that. You can select and you can click one by one. I'm just going to do a rule for greater than $100. And I want this to apply to all my inventory. I don't want to exclude anything. Price is going to be 100 and up. So you'll see there, I guess 100 to 50,000. I think the highest price item I have is 10,000. So you can see 221 listings qualify between the $150,000 price. I'm going to save that. And I'm going to say save 10% on all items over $100. So take 10% off each item. I'm not going to include new items when they qualify, just in case I list something in the next few days. I probably won't, but if you were to list something for $1,000 during this promotion, it would discount that to $900. The whole point of this thing is to kind of get rid of stale inventory. So if I'm listing something brand new, I don't want to, like, I'm already going to price that where I think is reasonable. I don't want to discount that 10% further. So for me, in this instance, I want to keep that unchecked. And yeah, I'm gonna do today, start now through Sunday. I'm on the East Coast, so I'll do 9 p.m. Pacific, or yeah, 9 p.m. Pacific would be midnight here. So 10% off all items over $100. And then it just grabs 3 random listings or 3 random photos for my, or I guess just one. I'll put an Evolutions box as my sale preview. But yeah, so that's really all it takes. Once I hit this launch button, those 200 and whatever items it was will go on sale. Yeah, I think that's about everything. Right now we've got, you can see some of my old sales in the past, but right now we've got it where all my sub $100 items have been offered as a 25% discount. And that's not, so yeah, the distinct difference between these two methods, and perhaps I'll follow up next week with the opposite for each, because the 25% discount that I send is targeted. When someone goes and searches out this specific item on eBay, it won't be 25% cheaper. But when someone goes and searches out, once we sort by high to low, if someone goes out and searches out this pearl, it's a discount that will be visible to everyone. So yeah, the kind of 2 distinct different ways to do it: a targeted one to all interested watchers, and then a general one to anyone searching on eBay. The general one searching on eBay kind of has more of a reach because it is, again, visible by everyone, not just a small subset of people. Whereas the targeted one, it's only visible by a smaller subset of people, but it's a subset of people who showed some amount of interest by clicking the watch button, or some amount of interest by, I think if you sent a message on a listing too, it would also send that offer to them. So it's a smaller subset of people, but it's kind of a subset that is more likely to be a purchaser of that item theoretically, right? So yeah, I just kind of wanted to do this to clean up my inventory before I list some fresh ones, and I figured it would make for a cool video. So hopefully that was interesting to some of you. And if you've got any questions on that, feel free to leave a comment below. I appreciate you all watching, and I will catch you all later. Hey everyone, just popping back in after the outro for a quick follow-up. So it's about 18 hours. It's the morning after I filmed that video. I did have quite the jump in sales. For me, I usually do about 30 items per week. So to get 30 items in a less than a single day was nice. And the sales, the offers that I sent out, they achieved exactly what I was looking for. They stimulated a bunch of sales. I've actually made a couple additional to these. I made a couple deals directly through Instagram, people buying multiple items because they saw the sale come up. So yeah, I strongly recommend people trying those out if they're looking to move anything. Hopefully I'm able to figure out how to blur things because I don't want to show these names, but I'll scroll down quick. Yeah, so it was a successful sale, and I hope I'll still be selling things kind of trickling throughout the day. But yeah, I feel like on those Evolutions packs, I probably sold them for cheaper than I could have through Evo, but sometimes you forget about things you've got listed, and it's just worth it to get things cleared out, like I said. So yeah, again, I appreciate you all watching, and I will catch you all later.